Hello, and welcome to the Porcelain Dawn channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bloody Rose by Nicholas Eames. Hello, and as I said, today's review is Bloody Rose by Nicholas Eames. Now, anyone who's followed my channel for the brief time it's been around has perhaps seen my review of Kings of the Wild, which is the predecessor of this book, written by Nicholas Eames. And if you've seen that review, you know that I loved it. So this book had a lot to live up to. And did it? Let's find out. So, at the start, I was somewhat put off, I have to admit, because I'd fallen in love with the characters. Moog, especially, Gabe, Ganelon, Clay, and Matrick. Don't forget Matrick. I really loved them. I found them very, very charming, very, very wholesome in sort of a light-hearted way. And then this book, it doesn't follow them. It follows Clay's daughter, Rose. Sorry, not Clay's daughter, Gabe's daughter, Rose, that we rescued at the end of the first book. Spoiler. And I was a little put off, as I said, because I was less interested in her. So that immediately I was like, oh, this isn't really what I was signing up for. But very quickly that was dispelled. You know, Nicholas Eames writes in such a way that it ingratiates the characters to you. And there was a set piece very early on with Rose that I found very exciting, very rock and roll. And from that, I was in it, you know. And this book, it's very, very good, very, very good. Overall, I would say I like it slightly less than the first one, just because the first one's charm was up to 11. And this one, I really, really liked it. I would recommend it to anyone. It's a worthy sequel. And I think it's objectively a better book. Now, let me explain what I mean. It has more depth. It has more intricacy. It deals with more adult themes. I think the plot points are better written. I think the story is slightly more original and slightly more deep. I think overall it's a better constructed work. You can tell that Nicholas Eames has really stepped up his writing game for this book. So that I can all see. And at the same time, again, the first one, it was just so cool and so charming that I think it ingratiated itself more to me than this one did. And yes, I repeat, that doesn't make this a bad book. This is an excellent book. And all the praise goes to Nicholas Eames because he's done what a lot of writers don't do. He stepped away from his comfort zone, those characters that we'd grown to love, and knocked it out of the park. I mean, this is a great book, a great second novel, great second book in a series, and I'm looking forward to the third one. I wonder if he'll switch characters again. I don't think so. Although, I didn't think he would do it after the first one, but he did, and he did it very well. So, yeah, great book. I might do a spoiler review for this book because there are certain pieces that I want to talk about that it's better if you read them for the first time without hearing anything about it, just because they're very spectacular. And I might join it with the spoiler review for the first one, because Kings of the Wild, I didn't really do a spoiler review because there's not that much that you can't talk about, because I think you can go into it blind or with knowing it. Like, I think I could read it again and have just as much enjoyment. So that's something to look forward to. But I think I'll put the Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose spoiler review together. Anyway, if you've read this book, let me know what you think. If you read the first one as well, obviously, I think you would have read the first one if you're reading this one. Let me know how you think they compare. As always, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Suggestions on books that I should read down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.